I'm finally putting this video together for you. I promised a while ago, showing you how to properly rep your hands so you can watch the video and get it done before you come into class. There's a lot of different ways to do this rep. This is how we do it here. It's a simple, pretty basic way. If you have your own style, check with me when you come in and we'll get it figured out. But this is a basic rep that we use here. All right? So, starting with the loop over the thumb, it says this side down. All right? This side down goes against your skin. We always start over the top of the wrist. Top of the wrist, we go 3 times around. 2, 3. Okay, after that third wrap, we come across the back of the hand to the outside of the pinky. Wrap underneath that pinky, across your knuckles. All right? It's important to keep your fingers wide here and your wrist flat. Cross the knuckles twice. Then we're going to come back through the thumb and X back across the back of the hand again on top. Under the wrist and hook it under the crook of the thumb right here. Use that crook, pull it nice and tight, come up through the pinky. All right? Then we come back down around the wrist one more time, through the finger, around the wrist, through the other finger, and around the wrist. Now at this point here, if you have large hands, a lot of guys have hands too big, hand size my hand, you're not going to go around the wrist between the fingers. You're just going to go through each finger, otherwise you're not going to have enough wrap left at the end. Most girls, you have smaller hands, we're going to do this wrist wrap in between each finger wrap. All right? So once you get to that point, we come back to the outside of the pinky again and we get one more good wrap across the knuckles, back. This is where we call the crisscross to the wrist, making a big X on the back of the hand again. One more. Good. When you get to the end, you got enough wrap to come around. That's even a little bit too much, not enough. So right about here, about 1.5 feet of wrap. We want to use that for our wrist support at the end. Work your way down the wrist. You don't want to be up high on the wrist. Work your way down. Finish down below so you get good wrist support. Make a fist, Danny. Feel good? Good. Now when you're recording, or when you're wrapping your wrist, you want to make sure that you're not going to be extremely tight. You don't want to cut the circulation off at the end. When you're starting off, make sure it's nice and snug, but as you wrap, it's going to tighten itself up. So don't go too tight in the beginning. By the time you get to the end, your fingers will be blue, your hands will be circulation will be cut off. So nice and snug, not too tight. Good to go. Good, Danny? Awesome.